Hey guys, welcome back. Aurabomb here, bringing you another episode of our TCG live content. And today we are going to be playing some Metagross. Now, before we get into the video though, I do want to say thank you. You guys have killed, like absolutely destroyed the support in my Silvally deck list. So shout out to you guys for all that. Let me know in the comments down below what other decks you want to see me play. I'm trying to play more unique decks. In the meantime, I'll probably do some filler where I play like decks that did well at like Malmo and St. Louis and stuff like that. But I'm trying to play decks that like not a lot of people see more often, but I definitely feel like have potential. Silvally Water is probably my favorite. Silvally Metal is like, you know, is good as well. But Silvally Water is something that's a little bit under the radar and has a lot of cool support as well between Aqua Patch and Max Elixir and Silvally and like cards like Tapu Fini and stuff like that. There's definitely a lot of support going into Silvally Water. So excuse me. That's why I wanted to play it. But today we're gonna be playing Metagross because Metagross has a little bit of support as well. Excuse me. But before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on the video if you have not already. I do want to apologize for not getting a video out the next day after the Silvally video, because the Silvally video did get a bunch of likes, so I do want to apologize for that. But it's because my internet went out that day, and by the time it came back, I had to go to school and work, and I wasn't able to get back home until it was way too late to post a video. So I'm gonna post one today, and it's gonna be a little bit late today as well, just because I just did come back from school. So it's gonna be like afternoon-ish, which is not my usual 10 a.m. time, but it is what it is. I want to get out a video for you guys as soon as I possibly can. So hit this video, and I'll do the same thing tomorrow if I can, of course. If things don't go wrong, I'll get another video out for you guys tomorrow and answer the comment question of the day. Which is, who is your favorite champion in Pokemon? Because we have Lance, Red, Blue, second gen was Lance, third gen was Steven or Wallace, fourth gen was my babe Cynthia, fifth gen was Iris and the other Alder, sixth gen was Diantha. This is really tough actually. And 7th gen is like you, I guess yourself. Unless you want to count Kukui or How in Ultra Sun Ultraman. I don't really know how that works. I'm pretty sure that like the way it works is that like you become the first champion and then people challenge you, but they give you a champion battle by battling Kukui, or you battle How because you both made it at the same time or something like that. I don't know how that works, but regardless, let me know who your favorite champion is. I don't really want to count 7th gen. Don't say you. Don't say yourself. That's cheating. We don't want to cheat out here. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Metagross today. Now, the reason why we're playing Metagross is because Metagross has a bunch of new tools with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And by new tools, I mean one, but that one tool is really, really strong. But Metagross, let's start with Metagross. It's 250 HP here with the ability Geotech System, which once during your turn, you may attach a metal or psychic energy card from your discard pile to your active Pokemon. It's really, really strong energy acceleration with a Pokemon that has a massive 250 HP. The only downside is that you are a stage 2, but even though you're a stage 2, you are a massive 250 HP Pokemon. Meaning that you're not going to be 2-hit KO'd most of the time by a lot of different things. Obviously, if they have Choice Band, they can 2-hit KO you, but we are playing 3 Field Blowers, as you can see in the corner right there. To like help get rid of Field Blowers, we also play Max Potion. It has an attack Giga Hammer, which with a Choice Band does 180 damage. 150 is not that bad either, because it does like get you some solid 2-hit KOs. And then it has the really cool GX attack and Algorithm GX. You can take 5 cards from your deck and put them into your hand. Obviously, you're asking to be end, but if you're like really stuck or you don't have much going on in your hand, at least if they end you, you get more cards into your hand. So it's not really a bad option early game most of the time. Something to keep in mind. So that's Metagross, right? So we are playing a 4-3-4 line. I do think it's super important to get out your Metagrosses consistently, which is why we were playing such a thick line here. And then we have it paired with the boy Duskmane Necrozma, the new toy I was talking about. Now, Duskmane Necrozma, we all know it does 190 HP, which is a very, very huge HP number for a basic. With the attack Claw Slash, which is cool because it can knock out babies, as well as the attack Meteor Tempest, doing 220 damage. And all you have to do is discard through energies, which you can obviously reattach using our Metagross. And then we have the GX attack Sun Eclipse GX. If you are ahead on prizes and your opponent, you're doing a massive 250 HP or 250 damage for just 3 energies, which is actually not bad at all. It really does help. It really does deter your opponent from wanting to knock out one of your Pokemon because you can easily revenge them. But that's Duskmane Necrozma. We are playing 2 of this because we are playing 2 Rescue Stretchers. I'm choosing to play 2 Rescue Stretchers because I want to consistently get out my Pokemon at all times. And since we are playing 3 Sycamores, I do figure it is kind of necessary. Not to mention, a lot of the time your opponents are going to try to knock out your your Beldums as often as possible. So being able to have that Rescue Stretcher to put them back into your deck just to get them back later is always nice. We are playing 1 Necrozma GX. Now, the reason why we're playing Necrozma GX is 2 reasons. We have Prismatic Burst, which actually does do a lot of damage. It's a Psychic type attack here, which can help against the likes of Buzzwole, at least early to mid game. It does give you a different type with a different weakness, right? So if you're playing against just fire, it becomes a little bit more difficult for them to knock out your Duskmane. And then you have a really cool GX attack, which will help set up your Metagross being Black Ray GX. Now, Black Ray GX does 100 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon GX and EX Pokemon. That's super useful because, like I said, Metagross only hits for 150. So if you can put everything in range of Metagross's Giga Hammer, then you have yourself a really good attack. Sometimes you don't really have the opportunity to use Sun Eclipse GX. Sometimes you don't really need to use Algorithm GX. So it does give you a 3rd GX option, as well as Tapu Lele has a GX option as well, which is kind of relevant in this matchup as well. Being Tapu Cure GX, you can heal up all of your 2 of your bench Pokemon, not all of your bench Pokemon. That'd be kind of crazy. And to full, which is nice because sometimes you take damage and you don't have any max potions. Energy Drive is good, which we can actually stack up using our Metagross, so it's never bad. And then of course we do want to Wonder Tech, stereotypical things. Don't have to talk too much about it. We are playing 1 Alolan Vulpix as well because Beacon is Beacon and Beacon is good. So we are going to be playing a 1 of Beacon as well. Everything else is kind of support just to go along with this idea. For instance, we're playing 3 of these bad boys because Garbodor is super annoying to this deck, Parallel City is super annoying to this deck. I want to play 4, and the point of today's video is to kind of optimize this deck list because I haven't really played it as much as I would like to, but on stream we did go undefeated for a little bit, but I still feel like there's room for optimization. I would like to play 4 Field Blowers, I would like to play 4 Max Potions, but we have to see what we can and can't cut. For instance, we can probably totally cut the whole Necrozma idea, but Necrozma is very, very useful for that idea I was talking about earlier, which is kind of nice. What else we got? We got 4 Rare Candies, of course, and 3 Max Potions like we just talked about. What else? We have 4 Ultra Balls, 2 Rescue Stretchers. I believe we have 2 Bridgets. Yeah, 2 Bridgets, because Bridget's kind of important in this deck. 2 Cynthias, 3 Guzmas. Yeah, 3 Guzmas and 2 Ns. Of course, you have 3 Sycamores, 1 Skyla just to get your Rare Candies or your Ultra Balls or whatever you need to help set up your Metagross. Another card that could be useful in this deck is Heavy Ball. That's something I haven't really looked into. Definitely a decent option if you do want to play the Heavy Ball. I think I'm going to look into that later in the future. 2 Choice Bands. I had to make cuts somewhere, and Choice Bands were the first thing to go. You don't really need them, but they are handy in a lot of cases where you're battling like the potential mirror match, or just needing to hit 180 against things like Tapu Lele as well. And then we are playing a 8-4 split of energies, 4 Psychics because I want to make sure that if we do choose to attack with Necrozma, we have the options to. And then most of our attacks, they don't really need all. What's the thing? You don't need entirely. Metal energies, for instance. This only needs 3 metals and 1 color, so it is an option. And yeah, that's gonna be the deck list, guys. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. I'm gonna try to speak more clearly because I've been noticing that I've been mumbling a lot lately. I mean, it is what it is there. I'm a mumbler. Alright guys, we are back. Let's go ahead and play a game here. Had to cut there because the audio is getting kind of wild in my house. People are yelling everywhere. People are yelling. So let's see. Oh, we're going second. That sucks. You usually want to go first just because evolution is a thing, but whatever. All right, let's do this. What are we doing? We got Vulpix lead and we got opening Bridget, which is great. We have Lele, we have Sycamore. We're probably not playing that Lele unless we want to play like Shuffle Draw, which I don't think is really necessary just because we have 2 Stretchers in the deck. I'm not too worried about it, but this hand would have been sick if we were going first. I'm not gonna lie. But opening Vulpix is great. If we're going second, it's not bad. The spread damage is going to be kind of annoying. If we can slowly attach to a Necrozma, I think we'll be okay, which means I'm probably only going to get, like 2 Bridgets here, I think. No, I mean, not 2 Beldums and then a 1 Duskmane and just start attaching to that Duskmane this game. Until like that way he can spread damage, but at the very least I can take knockouts. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the goal here. It's gonna be kind of rough. This matchup's gonna be kind of rough because he can devolve me. But if I can knock this out before it becomes too much of an issue, that could be nice. Which is why I kind of want to avoid playing my Beldums down, like just in general. Oh, this is gonna be annoying to play. This is gonna be super annoying to play. I can always put in like a 1 of Magearna. If this becomes really popular, we could always just put in a 1 of Magearna EX. That way we can prevent the effects of attacks like de-evolution. So that's an option for those of you that are worried about this matchup. A 1 of Magearna is never bad. Magearna is a cool card in general too. Just preventing confusion and stuff with Pokemon with metal energies attached, that's really nice. That means your Duskmane can never be confused. And if Espeon becomes really big again, and he's playing the Xerneas version, I'm thinking. Oh, I guess he's playing Fairy Energies. Oh, we had a great hand. We had a great hand. I'm guessing he's playing Fairy Energies just because he's playing that Tapu Lele thing. Oh, man. Alright, well, I guess we still have a Bridget, but it's just not as good now. It's not as good at all. We'll see what happens. Spread damage bothers me. We definitely need to get out something this turn. How do I do this? How do I play this matchup? If I can get 2 Psychic Energy attacks to this, then we'll be in a really good place. Because it does 60, 120. If I can 70, if I can get like 1 in a Choice Band, that could be nice. I'm just trying to avoid playing down Lele right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and end here. Because we can Beacon. And I guess if we evolve into Metangs instead of Rare Candy, that's a good option as well. We got 1 Psychic Energy, which is great. Great, great, great. We can slowly build this up. But we'll get our Metangs here. Yeah, 1 Psychic Energy. Now all we need is a Choice Band. I guess we could technically Skyla next turn for Choice Band. It's just kind of one of those things where I don't really want to Skyla for it if I can help myself. There's the Po-Town. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, the counter deck is so counter. The counter deck is so counter. He has Pokepuff. I guess he's just checking out what's in my hand before he ends me. That's kind of annoying, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Guzma, Psychic Energy, Shenanigans. We might be able to pull something off. We'll see. It doesn't look very good for us, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, not good at all. Dude, I don't play Max Elixir. That's a secret tech, right? You just play 4 Max Elixirs in this deck. That's how you do it. That's the next answer to all of our problems. Oh yeah. All right, let's see what we can do. There's the flip. Like, also, Mr. Mime doesn't seem very bad either to prevent this. Although I kind of think de-evolution is just a better option in general. This is really rough. So now I don't even want to evolve because of this. I could Skyla, have a manual attachment here, blow her away 2 things, and then Vulpix. Sure. I mean, like, honestly, it's my only option I have right now. Is to grab a blower and use it. So we'll go ahead and do it. And then we'll evolve. And next turn we can play and get Metagross. I guess we can get like Metagross and Duskmane off this beacon. That seems decent, right? If he ends me, it's fine. As long as we can draw into like an energy card, we'll be okay. And if I get like, well, actually, I would need like, never mind. Yeah, I need some energy cards here. There's another Po-Town. My God. Okay, 2 Po-Towns. This is getting rough. This is getting super rough. There's another Pokepuff. Oh, he's unplayed on my Lele for me. That sucks. Sorry guys, my phone's being annoying right now. But I need my phone on me because my mother said she might call me later. So hopefully people don't message me while I'm streaming. It only happens when I'm recording too. Like I never get messages unless it's important, right? Like I never get messages unless I'm doing something important. Like if I'm just laying in bed, I'm just like, man, I hope somebody messages me today so we can hang out. Nope, nothing. Nothing. And this happens. Alright, let's top deck a blower. Actually, what would be really cool here is if I could like top deck Psychic Energy. Can manually attach it to Vulpix. Although I don't really want to manually attach it. Oh no, here's what I do. Here's what happens, right? Because I would need 2 Psychic Energies to take a knockout on this. Because otherwise I'm knocking out the thing in the back. But I can't knock it out unless I have an energy in hand. Oh, this is rough. This is super rough. Let's see. If I can top... Everything would be nice if I can top deck a... If I top deck a Psychic. Like, this would be perfect if I could top deck a Psychic. So then I can knock out the Lele, the Espeon before it becomes too much of a threat, and he'll probably get it back later, which is problematic. But if he doesn't get it back later, that could be nice. Because he can't devolve Duskmane, so if I can just constantly attack with Duskmane, I'll be in a really good place. Especially if he gets behind on prizes and I can GX, that would be nice as well. Another Pokebuff. He already saw what was in my hand. Why did he play that? He literally just played Pokebuff. Is he trying to thin out his deck hand for some reason? Like, does he have a Oranguru in hand? I guess he's just double checking what I can and can't do. Oh, that's... I was gonna play that down anyway, so like, you're just doing me a favor. I don't care about that. I guess he's trying to stop me from playing down more Beldums, I guess? I don't really know what he's trying to accomplish, honestly. But he has all 4 Cocos down. Stretcher is like the one I wanted the least. But, alright. Well, we are now 1 spread away from being devolved into Oblivion. But he needs 1 more spread to do that. So at the very least, we have that going for us. And if I can get a Guzma off this Sycamore, that'd be ideal. Oh, we got the Psychic Energy, which is great, actually. Oh, we have Max Potions as well. That's huge. That's actually super huge that we have a Max Potion. We need more of those, for sure. We definitely need more of those. And now that we have like 2 Geotechs, we hit 120 all the time. So we can actually keep knocking out these things in front of us, which is really nice. I kind of want to max Ultra Ball here just to get rid of this Rare Candy and Beldum, but we'll be fine. And this is why I play the Necrozma. Necrozma is really cool, actually. I didn't think about... I'm not gonna lie, it's not like it was in the back of my mind. It's like, oh, in case we run into Coco spread. Necrozma is really cool with 2 Psychic Energies. But hey, it's turning out pretty nice. I can't complain with results. I can't complain with results. He gets 1 more spread down. We definitely need to get another Max Potion. But this is what I'm talking about. Like 4 Seekers. Not 4 Seekers. 4. That's old days, bro. 4 Max Potion, 4 Fuel Blower, and this deck runs real smooth because you have all the tools you need. But then it goes with the problem of when you run 4 of stuff, you're more likely to clunk early game. So it's in the air. You know, one card I really want to try out, like I mentioned earlier, is Nest Ball. I want to try out Timer Ball. Although not Nest Ball, not Heavy Ball and Timer Ball. Those are the cards I'm the most interested in. And we got another Max Potion, which means if he spreads again, boom, bam, shablam, yah. We even have Choice Band too, which means, actually we don't really need the Choice Band, but we have the Choice Band, and that's what's cool. This is going to be annoying. No Guzma yet, but we do have another Blower in case he finally does devolve us. And we're going to Sycamore here, obviously, so... He's going to probably knock out our Vulpix, but if we just keep taking knockouts here, like, if I can Guzma up this turn actually, how do I Guzma? I would need an energy in hand if I Guzma. So he's just gonna let me knock out this Tapu Koko, which I'll take. I'll take. Down with the Cocos, is what I say. So there we go, we have options. So counter deck has been countered. Alright, this is kind of annoying though. We have Field Blower, but it's still kind of annoying. Because now I have to use it no matter what I draw. Which is fine. This is actually okay. Duskmane, are you useful? Not. I mean, I'm just trying to think of who I should attach this Choice Band to. I'm thinking I'm going to attach it to a Metagross. Max Potion again, because we're going to Sycamore this turn. We'll Blower away this and this. And ideally we can get some manual attachments this turn as well with this Sycamore. I mean, we should. We play a crap ton of energy, so I'm not too worried about it. But it'd be nice if we can. There's our metals, which is exactly what I wanted. Ultra Ball is a little bit meh. We can start slowly attaching this. Ultra Balls aren't great, but I mean, we can get our last max potion if he keeps doing spread damage. So it's not the end of the world. I was hoping to get a Guzma, honestly, but I guess if do we have another Lele? Yeah, if he takes a knockout soon, we can do some Lele shenanigans and get Guzma that way. And we can just burst. And if he completely ignores this, it's gonna take another knockout. And then that's gonna be nice for me. We're losing all of our Metagrosses here. We're literally just playing with 2 Metagrosses this entire game. If he has a DC here, he could switch and GX, although if he GXs, I guess Coco is really scary if he GXs, but he's only gonna be able to knock out like 2 Mons here. And if he does GX me, I literally just take a knockout and I'm like super ahead in the game. Especially if I keep drawing metal energies and max potions. Ooh boy. Ooh bye. Yeah, so if he GXs here, we hit him for weakness, take a knockout, and oh, there's another Potown. That doesn't matter anymore though, because we're not evolving unless he devolves me. Although I guess he's taking, oh, that's actually really scary. The Espeon becomes really scary because Espeon can devolve my Metagrosses. So we need at least 1 more max potion here to really have a good game. But like I said, we're slowly attaching to Necrozma for a reason. And there's a Lele, that's scary as well, but unless he max elixirs into it, we should be okay. Yeah, so he's giving me 2 prizes there. He's really banking on like just the perfect turn. Look how much purple's on the screen. And poor Vulpix is just like, what happened? What happened, friends? Yeah, we'll stick more here. Max potion. Oh, that sucks. That's bad. Stretcher. Espeon's gonna come in and devolve me. I highly doubt this is gonna be a thing. If he devolves me, he takes a knockout on quite a few Mons. If he Coco spreads, he needs 2 of them to win the game. So we should be okay for the most part. I hope. But we whiffed. We whiffed quite a bit there, which kind of sucks. That's not right. That would have been super awkward if I did that. Oh boy, that would have been awkward. He's going to end me, so I kind of want to thin out my hand, but I actually have no way to thin out my hand. And if he takes knockouts on these 2, I guess he still has enough damage to win the game. Never mind. He can still win this game very easily. Which is super scary. But if he doesn't have an N here, we have a chance. Or an energy, for that matter. Let's see what happens. He needs to devolve, right? That's number 1. If he Coco spreads with... How many DCs does he have left? He's already used at least 2, right? No, never mind. I guess he's only used 1. Oh, because he attached like a bunch there. Okay, I see. I see what happened. Alright, let's see if he has the tools. Let's see if he has the shenanigans. Does he have what it takes? Oh, that was a good stretch. There we go. Alright, sorry. Whew, I literally like, I came home from school and I go to school super early on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So I'm just like, I'm still in tired mode. I'm still in like super tired mode. He's on a Sycamore. Alright, he's definitely gonna get the energy. The question is, what's he gonna go for? Is he gonna go for the Coco play or is he gonna go for the Espeon play? I would go for the Espeon play, I think. Because then I have a hard time setting up because Necrozma's in the way. I can still Guzma. Oh, he has the belt. Oh, okay. So is he going for the Coco play? Is that what he's doing? Or did he just whiff energy? I don't know. I can't tell. I don't think he whiffed energy if he played Sycamore. If he did whiff energy, that'd be kind of wild. Because we have a blower in hand. So we take another knockout here. And then we just like, and then by the time he does take knockouts, we have a fully set up Necrozma. Let's see what happens. I think he whiffed. Oh, he didn't whiff. Oh, that's a threat and a half. I'm knocking out this. I have to knock that out. I'm really making mistakes here. I gotta be super careful. Like I said, I'm in super tired mode. Yeah, I'm not letting that cook. I'm not letting that Lele be a thing. I'm thinning out as much as I can here. I wish I had an Ultra Ball to thin, but I do not. Yeah, you've got to go, buddy. I'm sorry, but it must be done. I'm surprised he didn't attach a belt there. Another thing I could have done was attack with Necrozma, but I don't think that's safer. I don't think that's safe. Yeah, we'll go ahead and burst. We have another Guzma in hand, which means if he doesn't end me, I think I win. Because we attack with Necrozma for game. So yeah, if he doesn't end me, I think I win. He can't Coco Spread. He can devolve, but only knocks out 2 Pokemon. Actually, I don't win. Not yet. If he devolves me, he has a chance. Oh, he's gonna Stretcher for the Lele again. I have another Guzma, so I'm literally taking the knockout on this Lele as often as possible. I'm not letting it be a thing. Please don't end me. This is my last Guzma in the deck. If he ends me down to 1, oh boy. Oh boy, we can lose. That's why I want to run 4 Guzmas as well. He's playing DC down on it, so he's not a fairy. Oh, he's playing Second War. Okay, I think we win unless he lands Max Elixir here. He has 2 more left and like 4 cards left in the deck. Does he even have enough energies to land a Max Elixir? Oh man, this is gonna be nerve-wracking. If he lands a Max Elixir, I think we lose. Because I think there's enough, yeah, there's definitely more than enough damage on the board from the, oh, but to take 6 prizes? If he moves like 70 on here, 50 on here, 100 on here, does he have another, oh yeah, he can win. He has more than enough energies on the board to win the game. If he lands it. But we Guzma for game if he can't do it. Okay, I think we managed to pull this off. I think we managed to pull this off. Man, this is why 4 max potions are important. I guess we can tell him well played unless he has it. Like, he's gonna forfeit here because he knows I have the Guzma and energies in hand. Unless he has Max Elixir in his hand. Unless he plays red card here. That would be wild. Like a surprise red card, and I whiff my Guzma. Oh, okay, we got it. Okay, we got it. Geotech. Alright, game 1 was kind of wild. Game 1 was kind of wild, but we can Meteor Tempest here. Dude, that Necrozma came in the clutch. We wouldn't be able to win that game if it wasn't for that Necrozma. I'll tell you that right now. There is no way we won that game if it wasn't for Necrozma. So shout out to Necrozma. I was really wondering if it had a place in the deck, but that came in clutch there. I'm pretty sure that's the deck, or at least there was like a Zoroark build that made top 32 in either Malmo or St. Louis of like that style of deck where they played 1 Tapu Lele. They played counter energies, I think, over Fairy, but they played 1 Tapu Lele, 1 Necrozma, and 4 Tapu Koko. They might have not played the Necrozma though. I'm not too sure. I know that there's a style of that deck somewhere. So it's really cool that we managed to pull that one off. Like really nice that we managed to pull that one off. We losing the coin flip again. I want to go first. Let me go first. This video might be a little bit shorter than usual just so I can get it up for you guys as well, so be on the lookout for that. Opening hand's kind of nice because we have Draw Supporter into a Beldum, into a Sycamore, but we are going to lose a Max Potion in the process, but it's fine. I feel like it's worth it as long as he doesn't end me, and it'd be even better if I was going first, but it is what it is. And we're playing against Volcanion. Oh boy. Alright, so we're playing against Volcanion, which means Necrozma is going to be super essential this matchup. Oh, we have that in our hand as well. Because I don't think... We're going second, right? We're gonna get out Vulpix. Lele, do we have Necro? Oh no, it's prized. This is gonna be problematic, boys and girls. We're gonna have to attack with Lele. This is gonna be problematic. All right, so our Necrozma GX is prized. So, and we have a Bridger prize as well. What else is prized? I think we have an N prize. I think we play 3 Ns. This is gonna be annoying. How many rare candies are prized? Oh no, we have them all. Alright, let's do this. So our pseudo out to this matchup is prized, which is problematic. We're gonna have to really trade knockouts after we set up really well. That's gonna be our only way to win this game. So that's gonna be the goal here, is just to get a crap ton of Metangs and just start evolving nonstop. Is there anything else I want? I'm gonna grab another Beldum, because I know he's gonna take knockouts. So at the very least, by grabbing another Beldum, we're kind of okay if he keeps taking knockouts. Not to mention, it opens up the possibility of rare candy Metagross as well. The sooner we get out of the Metagross, the better, because then baby Volk can't really take too many knockouts. If you can top take a rare candy, that could be really nice as well. So we have a lot of options. Something to keep in mind. Necrozma GX is really cool as well, because Necrozma GX can actually GX attack his whole board of Volcanions and Turtonators and Ho-Ohs and whatever else he plays, which is really handy for us just because that means we can take knockouts easily. And he is stuck. Dude, shoutouts to Volcanion being bad. And shoutouts to everyone triggered that I said that, including you, Amanda. I don't know if she actually watches the videos anymore, but a quack to the past, shoutouts to her. Do I attach... I mean, I guess I can, because it's going to go in the discard pile one way or another, but it's probably better to go in the discard pile now. Alright, let's get this board set up going. It's in the discard pile now. Metagross, we can stretch her for that later. For now, let's just keep grabbing Metangs, I think. And now we can attach for the turn in case he ends me. And we have possibilities to land a bunch of Metagross next turn. In fact, we're gonna get 2 into our hand now, which means if we don't get end here, we will have 3 Metagross GX on our board. And if he takes a knockout here, then we will have Duskmane Necrozma, which we'll be able to set up if we draw a single energy card. It doesn't matter if it's Psychic or it's Metal. And if we don't draw a single energy card, unless he of course knocks out Metang, that could be annoying. But if we don't draw a single energy card, then we can potentially GX our opponent, which will put us ahead, and that's going to be kind of annoying. Does he have Steam Up potential? That's because it's super annoying, because that means we're going to have one less thing we can do. We can retreat. We don't retreat as easily, is what I'm trying to say. Although we can just attack with Metagross for game, so there's that as well. So there we go. Okay, well, I guess you guys got to see the consistency of Metagross. Like whenever you can get all your Pokemon on the board and you can play Turn 1 Bridget, like your consistency is really nice because you have Vulpix, because you have 3 Metangs in the deck. I'm very avid when I say they play 3 Metangs, because you're gonna whiff rare candy. It is what it is there. But it is important to constantly evolve up your Metagrosses. So there's no way. I played it with 2 Metangs. There's a huge difference between playing 2 Metangs, 3 rare candies, and 3 Metangs, 4 rare candies. A massive difference, trust me. So you do want to have all those cards in the deck, which means those are not cuttable. And we have another Bridget here, but we do not have Vulpix. Well, we don't need Vulpix because we're going first. At least we don't need it right away. We'll see what my opponent's playing before we make any decisions on what we want to grab. Of course, if he leads Lele, we're not gonna know, but it is what it is there. I'm just gonna grab like what's it called? I'm just gonna grab 3 Beldums, honestly. We have Sycamore in our hand. Of course, I'm probably gonna play N if I feel like he's playing like Garb, because that's 2 blowers we're losing. And if I feel like he's playing Perilous City, he'll probably play N as well. We'll see what happens. We're going first, so that's pretty handy. It really just depends on what he's playing. He is playing now 3 Pokemon, so we do get an idea of what he's playing. And it is Empoleon. Empoleon's fine. He can't hit 250 when he's against us, so that's super handy. There's no tool you want to get rid of. He can hit 230 at maximum, so Metagross is going to be a really cool attacker. We're just going to fill up our bench, I think. I don't think we want to lose any supporters, so I'm actually just going to drop this, play Lele Bridget, and just maximize our bench for utter just sadness. This is not going to turn out very well because we're maximizing our bench, but it is Metagross. What can you do, right? I could try to play a little bit less. I'm trying to see what's priced. I could try to play less this, but if we have max potions and we just land them, we should be okay. Let me grab Duskmane, I think. I guess I could always grab Vulpix. Never bad. He's gonna take a knockout at some point anyway, so Vulpix is never a bad idea. For now, we'll just pass. If we can top deck a Metagross, that would be ideal. If we don't, it's fine. We just move on, I suppose. playing Nestball on this list? Shout out to Nestball, bro. Nestball is one of my new favorite cards. Ever since I put it into Garchomp, like Nestball with 3 Brooklets, it's been so powerful, bro. The deck is wild. I will say though, I have a really embarrassing story. I don't know if this video gets 50 likes by the end of the day. I can tell you guys my really embarrassing League Cup story. It's really embarrassing to me, or it's a league challenge on League Cup, because like every league challenge I've made top 4. I think every league challenge I've been to in my area I've made top 4, because usually I play decks that are well tested or like really fun and stuff like that. So I usually have a good time playing League Cups, but in this one, things have happened and I'm just not feeling it. I guess I'll end him, although it's not the best idea. Whatever, I don't really care. Ooh, this hand is some booty butt cheeks. But we have Cynthia, so it's not the end of the world. We can attach and retreat, and that puts an energy in the discard pile. And we have our own Vulpix, which can get us a Metagross and another Beldum. We can start rocking and rolling, moving and grooving into moving and grooving. A basic attacker wouldn't be bad in this deck. We could probably play Heatran. The new Heatran, that wouldn't be bad. It gives you a basic attacker. The thing is, this is a good basic attacker if you're worried about Hoopa, but if I'm worried about like a deck like this and I want to attack with a single prize attacker, it's not bad. Of course, I believe they resist us, so it's not like the best answer ever at all by any means, but it's an answer nonetheless, right? Like it's something. If they do, I don't think, no, do they resist? I don't remember if Empoleon resist. I think it resists metal. I know it's weak to lightning. That much I do know. Lily for 2. That is a dead hand if I've ever seen one. So shoutouts to the N becoming useful. Because if he doesn't get a Beldum out this turn, or Prinplup out, or an Empoleon out, we have a really good board. Like, of course, we don't have N next turn, but if we can top deck an N, bro. The power, the power. Oh, he's gonna get Prinplups out next turn, but it's fine. We have a slight advantage now than we used to have. We only need metal energies at the moment, so if we can retreat this turn and we get like rare candy, 2 rare candy Metagross, we have a really good hand. We'll see what happens. Cynthia. Hey, we got 1 rare candy Metagross. That's a thing. Actually, we have 3 Metagross. No, we don't. We just evolved this one. That's right. Never mind. I can rare candy this turn. He's gonna take a knockout. So we were gonna have 3 Metagross, and that's what we need, right? Is 3 Metagross. Is there anything else I want to do this turn? I could grab Metang number 3, and then just Beacon, and grab Metagross and Duskman, because he's gonna take a knockout sooner rather than later. I don't think I want to do that though. Do I want to do that? Do we have any more Metangs left? That's the question. There's 1 Metang, there's another Metang. If I rare candy, I'm dropping Lele, but I really want Lele, and we have Stretcher as well. I could grab Lele back that way. This puts more energies in the discard pile in case he ends me. I'm gonna do it. Like I said, we have Stretcher in case we absolutely need to get Lele next turn. But I think with like how good our setup is right now, I think we'll be okay. I hope we're okay. We can grab 2 Metagross here, because Metagross is a decent attacker. I wish I saw Empoleon, but I don't know. I guess I could look up Empoleon real quick. But that's kind of a waste of time. Beacon, Metagross, and I kind of want to grab Necrozma. How many psychic energies are gone? We still need a couple more before we grab Necrozma. I'll just grab 2 Metagross, because I mean it's okay if it's a dead card. At least it's out of the deck. I'm gonna look up Empoleon though. I think I might have it in my folder where I keep all my pictures of TCG cards for thumbnails. Let's find out. TCG documents, TCG pics, Empoleon. So I don't recognize. I could also just look at my binder I have literally right in front of me. But let's take a look here. I believe it resists metal, if it has a resistance. Yeah, no, it doesn't resist anything. All right, cool. So that's good. Although it doesn't really matter because it's what, like 160 HP. We still don't get a knockout. Dude, time to tech that one of Delmise. It's time. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this money. Alright, so once again, he is incapable of knocking out Metagross, so just having a Metagross in the active will always be handy for us. And as long as we can land max potions, we'll be okay. If he ever knocks out a Metagross, it's not the end of the world. Although it's not great. I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. This might be our last game too. This is a really rough matchup just because we have to rely on our max potions and we haven't seen any yet. But we'll see how well we can fare. But once again, I feel like the consensus is I want to play 4 max potions. I'm okay with playing 3 blowers. And sorry for that I keep muting, guys. You guys know that I clear my throat a lot, so I want to make sure I mute the mic whenever it does happen. It does get in people's nerves. You guys have made it painfully clear. Painfully clear. And there's our Prinplup. So I'm guessing he has Empoleons in hand if he's doing that. Psychic Energy is exactly what I want in the discard pile. All the Metagross in the world. I'm going to attach one of these Psychic Energies. Is that what I want to do? Let's retreat. Another thing I can do is attack with Lele, but like I'm literally just enticing. I would need to have 8 energies between the two of us, right? Which means I would need to have 6 energies attached here. If I get 1 manual attachment, I can actually do that. If I get a manual attachment next turn, I can actually have 6 energies on a Lele and take a knockout on an Empoleon. If they have 2 energies attached, so they need to have 2 energies attached. So we're gonna do some shenanigans here, boys and girls. We're gonna do some shenanigans. Do we only have 3 energies in the discard pile? Alright, we're gonna need 1 more energy in the discard pile for this to completely work. But this is what I mean, like you only need like so many metals, because I can actually attack with just 2 metal energies, which is why I play a couple Psychics as well, and Necrozma. But we already saw the power of Necrozma, like there's no doubting the power of Necrozma, and he just forfeits. Oh man, we had such a perfect set. I just want to know what happens when you play a game with 4 Metagross down. How long have I been recording? I've been recording for an hour. But I think there's like 10 minutes of this video where, you know, we'll probably end the video there. It wasn't like the greatest showing in the world, but I do have to leave soon, and I do want to make sure I can get this video out for you guys. So that's Metagross. I feel like Metagross has a lot of potential in this current format. You have so much HP that it's hard, it's like almost impossible to OHKO Metagross in this current meta, outside of Choice Banded Duskmane Necrozmas. But I'll tell you right now, nobody's playing Choice Banded Duskmane Necrozma list for some reason. I don't get it, because there's things like Decidueye that are still in the format, but whatever. So there's nothing that can really OHKO you besides fire type attackers. Volcanion seeing a lot less play because Volcanion isn't super hot right now. Ho-Oh is a thing, but you can easily play around Ho-Oh, and then Duskmane can take a knockout because you're trading knockouts with Ho-Oh. This can also take a knockout if they don't have a belt attached, because 3 Psychic Energies is 190 damage. If they do have a belt attached, then the Choice Banded 3 Energies is a knockout as well. So you have a couple ways to knock out Ho-Oh. What else? Things I do want to cut is, it's really tough. Like, I don't know what I would remove. I want to keep draw support high. So like, maybe you guys, let me know in the comments down below. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Remember, if you do answer the comment question of the day, by the way, which I asked earlier, that you get a chance to win some Ultra Prism codes, because that's what I've been doing. And let me know in the comments down below as well. Like, if you could remove some cards in this list for like a 4th max potion or like a 4th blower. I don't think you need the 4th blower as much as you need the 4th max potion, but if you could remove like 1 card in this list for a 4th max potion, what would it be? I want to keep the 4 count of Psychic, because that way, even if you have a Psychic prize, you can still attack with Necrozma easily. And I want to keep the 8 count of energy. I want to keep the 12 total energy count. That way we can constantly reach energy. I remember that if I played 11 and it was a lot less consistent. So the 12 was way more consistent. That 1 of extra energy did make it a lot easier for me to run into energies and discard them and things like that. 4-3-4 line is a must, unless you want to bring it down to like a 4-3-3 line and only play with 3 Metagross. I'm not the most keen on that, but that's an option. I just feel like you need, like, having 3 Metagross means you have the perfect setup on the board, is why I want to keep 4. The 2-1 line is really handy. I guess you could cut down 1 Duskman, and then that way with the stretcher you could play a max potion, but I'm not super comfortable doing that. I want to play more Lele more than less Lele, so 3 blowers is good. It's tough, man. It's super tough to decide, because I want to play a 4th Guzma as well. There's so many cards I want to play 4 of count of, but let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what decks you want to see me play in the future as well. I had a couple suggestions that I'm going to try to work on stream. So if you guys want to ever see me like test decks for the first time or build decks live, twitch.tv/ab.aurabomb. We just hit 300 followers there. I'm trying to hit 500 by my birthday on March 4th. So we're trying to kill it right now. So go follow that. Like the video if you haven't already. Remember, 50 likes does get you another upload. So be sure to hit the like button as well. What else? I think that's it, honestly. Subscribe if you haven't already. We hit 3K, which is super dope. We're almost at 3,333, which is my personal goal. Hey, regardless, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching. Peace.